If you don't like playing bar chords, look away now. Or just use a capo. So that is one way that we can play Wall of Glass, by using a capo at 3rd fret. And we would be using the chords C major, G major, and then an A power chord, and then an E power chord, although on some chord sheets it is written as an E minor. Now we can also play this with bar chords and power chords, which is how you'll see this done live in any videos. We're not going to focus on that too much in this lesson, but I did want to demo it first so you can see how that works. But seeing as this is primarily a beginner's guitar channel, we're going to be using a capo at the 3rd fret for the remainder of this lesson. And if we just start with the C major chord, all we're doing with the strumming is just using 8ths all down strumming to a count of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's just all downs for this entire song, making it very approachable for beginners, which is why we're using this capo in this lesson. And if we just look at that with the chords from the intro, which were the C to a G major, but we're going to play the G with the middle 2 fingers, just like this, what I call a fingerstyle G. It's much easier to change between G and C by playing this G with fingers 2, 3 and 4, and then it's just a flat 1st finger with the A5 power chord at the 2nd frets proportionate to the capo, so 1st fret, 2nd fret, and then an E power chord like this. I have a separate lesson on those 1 finger power chords, and I'll link to that just here if I remember correctly. Let me give you a demo through that intro one more time, and then we'll look at how to put it together with the strumming. So per chord, for the C chord, 1, 2, 3, 3 strums, and then 5 strums of the G. However you want to play a G is of course fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have 5 beats in a bar or anything, I'm just counting the rhythm. So rhythm wise, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and would be the more correct count, but we can play the A chord, as I say, with just 1 finger, and that would be again 1, 2, 3, and then the E chord 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, E, 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 C, 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 G, 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 A, E, E. Now just before we go into the verse, we also have this chord sequence which does make it a little bit tougher. C, 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 G, 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 B power chord, E minor power chord. Now seeing as this is a wide fret power chord, I'd recommend using the 1st and little finger. This is proportionate to the capo at the 2nd fret and the 4th fret. Visually it looks like frets 5 and 7. And then we're back to that E power chord. So that 2nd line of the chord sheet that you'll find a link to from my website, links to everything, and this whole page is in the description if you're watching on YouTube. That 2nd line, C, 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 G, 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 B, B, B. There's that B power chord, which you could also play 1, 3, and little finger. And then we have a whole bar of the C chord and a whole bar of the D chord. Okay? intro in its entirety. Let's have a look at this one. Play along if you wish. 2, 3, 4. And if you can play that, you can also play the chorus. That is the exact chord sequence of the chorus, played exactly the same. Let me give you a quick demo to show you how that would go. And I don't mean to be unkind, but I see what's in your mind. And the stone you throw will turn back in its path. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass, wall of glass. The next section we're going to look at is the verse, and that can be played like this. You were keeping secrets in ya, you've been keeping paraphernalia. Oh, I think you know. Anyone can walk up to ya, anyone can see right through your eyes all night. Okay, so much less strumming in this section. To play it entirely correct, we want to hit a bar chord, B minor chord, before that A minor. And therefore I'd recommend going from the B minor bar chord, sliding down to an A minor, played with the second, third and fourth finger. If you are not used to bar chords yet, this is a really good idea to get used to your open chords played without the first finger, and then we realise it's just the same shape as those bar chords. So it's B minor to A minor. You were keeping secrets in ya, down, up, down again. You've been keeping paraphernalia, B minor. Oh, I think you know. B minor again, A minor. Anyone can walk up to you, anyone can see right through your eyes. D major, all night. There are of course other ways that you can play a B minor. We've looked at some other open chord ways to play the B minor. But really, if you want to play this song, I'd recommend going for that B minor bar chord, because you want to be really working up to using bar chords and power chords if you want to do something in this kind of rock indie genre. I'd really recommend it. So there's our B minor chord. And then slide into the second fret with the third and little finger. First fret with the middle finger. It's just that A minor shape. Over the little solo section with the string bending and the cool little electric guitar bit, which I'll show you in a second, we just want to play an E minor chord through all of that, and then the B minor, and then we'd be into the verse again. So let's have a little playthrough of the intro, verse and chorus, just to show you how this would go. Then essentially it would be the same as that again, and just a repetition of those sections till the end, and then we'll get you on some cool lead lines. Let's have a look at this from the top, starting with the C major chord. If you then feel up to going for the bar chords version, check out the chord sheet that's on my website using the power chords and bar chords that we looked at earlier in this lesson, and you can give it a go in a very similar fashion to this. From the C. 2, 3, 4. You were keeping secrets in ya, you've been keeping paraphernalia. Oh, I think you know. Anyone can walk up to you, anyone can see right through your eyes all night. And I don't mean to be unkind, but I see what's in your mind. And the stone you throw will turn back in its path. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. Wall of glass. Lead guitar parts now. This is the 3rd fret of the thickest E string. This is a G power chord. And all the lead lines in this song are basically based around the G minor pentatonic scale, which is that basic minor pentatonic scale shape starting from that 3rd fret. If you can't do that yet, check out this video here. I'll show you exactly how to do that, which should be done before learning the rest of this. Most of the lead parts all use a bend that happen in the intro, and in between each section we have a unison bend. You'll hear this very clear. Okay, this is where we're playing this note out of that minor pentatonic scale, which is the 3rd fret of the 2nd string of the B string, and then we're bending this note up to the pitch of that one and playing them together. So we bend this one up to the pitch of this one and play them together. That is a unison bend. That is how to play the lead part in the intro. Definitely make sure your fingers are on an angle, your thumbs over the top. And you can learn more about unison bending in my lead guitar course, which is coming at the end of the month in a couple of weeks. Then we have this other lead line which slides between positions 1 and 2 of the minor pentatonic scale. Same scale, position 1, position 2. And this one uses a slide to go between position 2, which is where it starts, this is position 2, this is the lead line. I'm sliding to this note here to give it a bit more phrasing, but we could just play. That's all in position 2 of the minor pentatonic, and then we slide to position 1. And you can see that I'm having to move my hand. This is that concept of positions. We can play all of the notes from position 1 without moving left or right. We just do this. Position 2 is the same, but to move between them, we tend to utilize a slide. This begins with the middle finger at 6th fret of the B string. 3rd finger, 7th fret of string 3. 1st finger, 5th fret of string 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Middle finger, 3rd finger, 1st finger at frets 5, 6, and 7. Then to start with, I would utilize the little finger just to learn the notes and not get confused by the slides and things. Let's play 8th fret of string 2 and then walk down those notes that we've just played. So we have 1, 2, 3, extra note, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 are the same notes. Let me show you the other hand, which I'm utilizing some alternate picking for. So just going down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. This, we currently at 5th fret. I do have a dot at the 1st fret on this Gretsch. It can be confusing because not all guitars have them, but we're going to slide down to the 3rd fret. So we've gone. Last 2 notes played by the 1st finger. And then where we were doing the unison bend before, this time we only need to bend up the 1 note. We're just bending up and playing the 3rd finger. Twice. 1, 2, and then back to the unbent note at the 5th fret of the 3rd string. 1st finger, 3rd fret, string 3, and then that root note of this scale shape, which is the G at 5th fret. Lovely little note. A lovely little lick to learn as part of your arsenal. And you could add the unison bend if you wanted to be clever. That's just keeping that 1st finger there as we've done before. And then the whole thing. Doing a slide to this note will make it sound a little bit cooler, and I'd probably do that with the middle finger. Adds a little bit more phrasing. It's not done every time. You can choose which one you prefer. And then we have this other lead line, which when I first heard this song, I was like, well, hey, my ears really perked up, and I was like, now we're talking. This is some cool lead guitar parts. And it's really simple, but it sounds great. Really simple. Walking down from a D note at 12th fret on the D string. So we go 12, 10, 8. 12, 10, 8. From there, you stick to the dots. 7, 5, 3. That's all just on string 4. So from the double dot, if you're looking from above, there'll be a double dot at your 12th fret. That's the one we're starting from on the D string. 10 is in the space. 8 is also in the space. Then stay to the dots. 7, 5, 3. And then 5th fret of the 3rd string. Then 5th fret of the 5th string. And you want to give each of these some vibrato. We need to vibrate the string very quickly, kind of wildly, which is, we could use the 1st finger to do each of these, but I'll be using the 3rd finger for most of them. And then when we move to here, we'll use the 1st finger. Let me give you a demo. That's what we're going for. And every time you play the note, I'm supporting it with my middle finger to get a bigger vibrato. Give it some strength support. Play each note, and then we're muting as well. So play with wild vibrato. Mute. That's all I'm doing. Play, mute. I'll have to pick it this side, otherwise it kind of ruins my tone. There we go. It's just that when I'm playing with the 1st finger, like we would play anything in the minor pentatonic region. And then we move to the 3rd finger at 3rd fret of string 5 and go 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. Oh yeah, one more time from the top. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Check out my new lead guitar courses, the links to which are on the screen now. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already.